Probably the most important thing from a getting up every morning perspective about Sandy Willhide is that I miss her. I miss her a lot already.
A lot of people wouldn't understand how friendly and unselfish Sandy was. When I started volunteering at the church, she decided she was going to pick me up and take me home and not ask for anything. When I started losing weight, her and her sister started sending me new clothes to fit my new size.
I just want to say that I love Sandy Willhide. I ain't gonna make it. I can't do it. I can't do it.
When I think about Miss Sandy, I just laugh because I just think about the t-shirts that she wore and all the corny jokes she would have ready for me. And when I would come up on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we had gotten so that we would just take time out and just sit together and just chit-chat. We would just catch up, and she would tell me about her family, and I would tell her about mine, what's going on with me. And it became so delightful, and our relationship became so intimate because of those Tuesdays.
Sandy was such a wonderful, wonderful Christian, strong woman in the church. She's the backbone of mothers. She was always a great sister, and I love you and I miss you so much.
There were times where she would say, meet me in the kitchen or see me after service, and I knew what that meant. That meant she was preparing a plate for my husband. So every time I took a plate home to him, he was so thankful. He would say, tell Sandy I said thank you.
I love you, and I will draw you something. I will draw you a heart.
She's been patient with me. She's been truthful with me. If she thought I was kind of going to the left or going off track, she would, hey, Pastor, let me talk to you. And tell me that Glen Burnie truth.
She was very welcoming and made me feel like a part of the church and the community.
So when we came here for the first time, Sandy is the one who has welcomed us like a family. And she showed us the whole church, not just this floor, the top floors as well. And she has got a really good sense of humor. We used to enjoy her company.
Sandy was a nice lady. She was a sister, a mother, a friend, everything to me.
I'll speak on behalf of my mother, Renee Tuck, and myself, and just say that we love Sandy very much. And I can't get beyond that. All I can just say is she means a lot. That's all I can do.
My best memory is last year when we had our New Year's Day celebration. And because she's always cracking jokes, we convinced her to be the comedian, to do a comedian act. And it was hilarious. It was hilarious. She truly missed her calling, although she was so good in the kitchen, cooking and serving, because she had the gift of hospitality. But her nighttime job could have definitely been being a comedian.
Hi, Miss Sandy. I know everybody's sad for your loss, but you will always be with me, beside me, even behind me, all my life.
There's so many things I could say about Sandy, but the main thing is that out of all the people that she serves here at this church, out of all the busyness that went on with her, all the things that she was responsible for, she always made me feel special. And she did so many little special things for me, and I truly miss her. I love you, Sandy.
Often she would ask me to just pray for someone. Sandy believed in prayer. She believed in the power of prayer. She was constantly asking me to pray for a family member, pray for Verda, pray for Junior, pray for different members of her family, even friends, Miss Marie. She would ask me to pray for her.
I'm going to miss her completeness. Sandy was good at completing things, getting things done, which sometimes in a Christian church is hard to achieve. Everybody, but not everybody crosses the finish line. And she has been a cross the finish line person with me.
A wonderful woman, godly woman, always concerned about everybody, everything that's going on. And one particular thing about Sandy is, I lived directly across the street. So randomly, she would call me up and tell me what's going on at the church. She'll be greatly missed, and I know that her citizenship is in heaven.
I am going to read a letter written by Sister Pam Cooper in honor of our dear Sister Sandy. And the letter reads, "Hello, everyone. It is a great honor and privilege to recognize Miss Sandy Willhide, a longtime family friend. I first met Sandy and David, her husband, when they each were in elementary school. We lost contact with each other for a while, but later reconnected here at Stillmeadow Community Fellowship Church. As I reminisced about Sandy and her many qualities, I searched for one word to adequately describe Sandy. Selecting one word to describe her was difficult, but I chose the adjective good. Yes, Sandy was good. She was good at most things she did. Sandy had many talents. Talents are gifts from God, better known as blessings. Blessings are always welcome and good. She was good as a friend, good as a student, good as a conversationalist, good as an assistant, good as a planner, good as a cook, good as an entertainer, and good as a servant for God and man."
Since I've been coming to Stillmeadow, Sandy's always been introducing herself to me. She's always come up saying something nice to me. She always asks me when they have something at the church if I can help out. She's just a nice person to know.
I miss Sandy so much. She was like the backbone of this church. She was the heart of this church. I always enjoyed seeing her. She always had a smile and a joke. But, you know, people talk about her joking and smiling and this and that, but she was also a worker. We could always rely on her to do what needed to be done.
We are still not realizing or accepting the fact that she has gone, and it's like a dream for us, and we still are digesting the fact that she is not here. We wish she is here, and she is really like our family.
She was just always doing wonderful things, and she took care of us great in church. But she actually looked out for a lot of members, and I thank God I was her friend.
I'm truly going to miss her and praying for her family. I love you, Sandy Willhide. I'm truly going to miss you.
And then I love you.
Stillmeadow is less for her being with the Lord. And I think part of our challenge will be how many of us will it take to replace her characteristics and her personality and her sincerity and her determination. How many of us will it take to replace that?
Honest, dependable, funny. I don't know. I can't. I can't get beyond that. We will miss her. We do miss her very deeply.
I miss her more than I thought I was going to.